Hello, this is Yasin from Sister Solutions. Today I'm going to show you how to make COVID-19 claims. So, the first thing you will do after logging into your account, you will see a button on the top left that's called Claim Creation Tool. You will click on this tool and you will be greeted with this form. In this form, there are 3 steps that you need to do in order to bill your claim. The first one is creating the claim. The second thing is uploading that claim. And the third thing is just looking at the uploaded claim and making sure that it is built. So, in order to start this form, we'll first click on the clearinghouse um, drop down, and you'll see the available clearinghouses to bill. For now, we will choose Availity because that's the only one that can accept COVID-19 claims. So we'll choose that, and then you will need to choose your recipient. So for here, I'll just choose myself, and then you will choose the insurance, and then the authorization. The authorization needs to be with a date range that will include the service date. Okay, so for now, we will pick this one. And then the service type is going to be COVID-19 claim. And you can see that the rate in here is exactly the rate that was enforced by DMAS. So I'll click on this. Yeah, so now you will, there are 2 other things that you need to fill, which is the primary diagnosis code. This one comes from the plan of care. So you'll just put the primary diagnosis code. For now, I'll just put this one. Make sure there are no dots or periods inside of this number. Then there's the date of current illness. You will need to do this as well. This is usually the date of the start date on the plan of care, or any date before the date that you are going to bill. So if you are billing, for example, let's say let's say February 17th, okay? So if we put February 17th, then the date of current illness needs to be before that. So we will put, 2020, and let's say December 1st. So this is gonna be before the service date. The other thing you need to make sure you will select is non-EVV claim, because this type of claim is non-EVV. And you will see that this form changes in here, and you will have service date from, service date to. Now for each caregiver that works for this recipient, you will need to add a visit in here. So you will have only 1 visit for each caregiver with 1 unit. Okay, so let's say this recipient had 3 service dates, okay, for 3 caregivers, 3 different caregivers. You can only bill 1 time for each caregiver. So if that caregiver works, let's say 5 days for that recipient, you can only bill 1 day, and 1 day only. You can pick any day within the period that they worked. So let's say they worked on – 21st and February, and let's say 17th, right? So we'll put the same thing here, because usually that caregiver will work for 1 day only. And again, we said we can only bill 1 unit, so it has to be 1 day. And then the procedure code. The procedure code for COVID-19 claims that was enforced by DMAS is G2021. This is the enforced procedure code. Again, so if this recipient had multiple caregivers work for them, then you can bill all caregivers that worked for them. So let's say they worked, there were like 3 caregivers that worked for this recipient. You can copy this visit, okay, and you will only change the date which they worked for. And again, as we said, we can pick only one day during a period that they worked for. Okay, so if they worked for 5 days, you can only pick one day, and you can only bill one day. Otherwise, the claim will be rejected. So right now, this form is done. You can see that everything is filled out. Primary diagnosis code, date of care of illness, and it's non-EVV claim, and there are 3 caregivers that worked for that recipient. So after this is all done, you can click on create and download the claim. You will see that the file name will have the name of the recipient and the clearinghouse that it will be sent to. So after this, you will click on download, and this will download the claim file so that you can use it later to upload. So after all of this, after downloading that claim, you can click on reset and start filling it for another patient. Okay, so you can choose another patient and fill out everything else. You can click on add a new visit in here to add a new visit for that recipient. And so after a while, you will have multiple claim files. So for example, you will have 3 or 4 claim files that you are going to bill. So after this step, you will click on claim upload and then choose the files that you are going to upload. So let's say we are going to choose this file that we just created. We click on select, and then in here you will have 2 other things that you need to fill out. Now fortunately, it is very easy to fill out those 2 because the file name will have the values that you need to fill out in here. So for example, the first one is the recipient. It's Yasin Al-Mufti. So you will just search for it, and then you can click on it, and the clearinghouse is available. So once you do that, you click on upload, which will upload the file. Then you will get this success message for each file that you uploaded. And after this, you can actually see them in the uploaded claims. So if you click on uploaded claims, you will see the files that you uploaded. Right here we have some other files that I've tested before, so that's why you can see multiple ones. Yeah, and that's how you can bill your COVID-19 claims. Thank you.